I think that a lot of them, to get this loyalty, you mentioned the guy's name before, that's right in your face, definitely a honeypot to extort and blackmail and manipulate people in power to do whoever's running this world.
Oh, Epstein.
To do their bidding. 100%. And there's control through that, right? I got you on video with minors. I got you on video with this. You don't do this, I'm going to destroy you. I have your life anyway. Even if I don't take your life, I have your life.
I mean, it's so provably false. It's so like it just, when someone's like, oh, have you looked into it? I'm like, oh God, I can't even talk with you. Because when you look at different things, whether it be, I mean, even Carl Sagan had and this is way before social media, had a fucking 1-minute video just debunking this in one way only, just saying, all right, look at the shadow of the obelisk at the same time on Earth. One's going to be longer in one place at the same time of day as the other one's going to be shorter in another place. Right there. There you got it. We've been to space. You can see the fucking shit. I feel like we're at a point in society where the powers that be have, let's say, blatantly lied about certain things. So as to
like
what?
Going to the moon. I don't think we went to the moon.
All right, let's not go there. Such as, like, I want to keep this on topic. That's why, because I'll disagree with you there, and we'll get on a fucking tangent. But like, they'll inject some lies into things and get behind lies such that all our trust is unanimously broken. And so when trust is broken, what happens? You don't believe a single thing that's said, which means you also don't believe things that are probably true. And so we're now living in a world where people are questioning every fucking
Simple
thing,
facts, yeah.
no matter how much of a waste of time it is or how ridiculous it is. But at the same time, you can have things like fucking Epstein or stuff like that that are so clearly like something fucked up happened.
Face,
yes,
bro.
Absolutely. So all I want in the world is to have some dialogue of nuance of like, okay, let's judge things on their own, one by one. And if something sounds like it's ridiculous just because what you don't want to hear came out of the mouth of someone you really don't like, who you don't trust, doesn't actually mean it's not true. Like I know that's a hard concept for people to grasp.
I agree with you, man.
But that is the case.
I agree with you. It's hard to turn off your bias, man.
Yes, it's very hard for people to do it. Sometimes, like, I'll be in a room, and I know this isn't the case. I know there's a lot of people who think like me, including people who are listening right now, but sometimes I will be in rooms where I'm like, damn, I'm the only one who can see any fucking nuance in here. You have people who are just boom, 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 and it's just exhausting. I mean, it's so, I think it's really bad for humanity, like where we're at. But I don't want to take us off this with what we were talking about. Go ahead.
The reason they're declassifying all this stuff lately more than ever, Dr. Greer with his whole trove that he just released, okay, is because I think the tech finally caught up to the spiritual realm. Meaning, I can't say for certain if it's CERN, brother, but something people can feel.
CERN?
People that are spiritual feel, you can feel the energy. Something's wrong.
Can you explain CERN?
CERN is the Large Hadron Collider. It's the largest machine in the world. It's out of Switzerland. And they speed up particles close to the speed of light. Basically, in essence, creating wormholes, in my opinion. That's what they're doing. They're creating wormholes. And that's how they discovered the God particle, the Higgs boson, right? I think as they were conducting these experiments, and there's their logo, 666, right? They're trying to figure out how the universe was created, right? You want to be God, right? Because that's what that is. You want to have God's knowledge, right? Why do they have a statue of a pagan goddess on their facility, a statue of Shiva? Shiva is used in the Hindu faith to destroy, not to destroy like without rebuilding again. So destruction for construction, meaning destroy the existing so that Brahman can come and rebuild. Why do they have a pagan? Pull up Shiva statue, CERN.
Shiva statue, CERN.
Okay.
And by the way, that's 666 is kind of nuts.
Yes, it's 666. Yes,
right?
yes.
That's
yes.
very blatant.
Right in your face, my brother.
CERN logo.
So they're building these all over the world now. China's building one. The U.S. is building one. Why is that statue there? There's even a video that they call the hoax, but it's not a hoax. There's a video where they show the scientists that work there dressed in black cloaks and that they're like ending the life of a woman in front of the statue. They said it was a joke, but pull up CERN. Why would you even joke?
Well, we can't show that on.
Why would you even joke around about that with a machine that people like, what's his name, was in the wheelchair?
That narrows it down. Hawking?
Hawking, okay? My brain's
I
fried.
love
brother.
that I got it.
Hawking said that this machine has the ability to unravel the entire universe. Okay, that's the type of technology you're playing with. That you could literally destroy the universe, unravel it completely. I would simply state, if you look at the rituals that they've done, they have the ceremony they did in the tunnel, demonic shit, bro. Okay, dressing with goat horns and naked women. What does this have to do with science or a train station being open between world leaders were there? Okay, type in opening ceremony. Okay,
What do you make things what do you think
one eye symbol everywhere?
What do you think makes powerful people want to goat fuck each other?
I think that a lot of them, to get this loyalty, you mentioned the guy's name before, that's right in your face, definitely a honeypot to extort and blackmail and manipulate people in power to do whoever's running this world.
Oh, Epstein.
To do their bidding. 100%. And there's control through that, right? I got you on video with minors. I got you on video with this. You don't do this, I'm going to destroy you. I have your life anyway. Even if I don't take your life, I have your life. My friends and family control the media. I'm going to put this everywhere. You're finished. I think that's what's happening to Diddy. He didn't do something they wanted him to do, and they paid the piper.
Or is he like, the fall guy?
Nothing's going to happen to him, because what's interesting about the Diddy video is that the same day that that video was released, a 3-letter agency that's responsible for our health admitted on record that they funded that thing over there in China, and that's why we had the shutdown we had in 2019. The same day that that video was released. But what was everyone talking about? They just admitted on record why our families lost their lives, why the country was shut down, that they funded everything they called people like me a theorist for. You're a sea theorist. They admitted, his people, the guy with an F rhymes with chi, that scientist, his people on record, the same day the Puffy video came out, on record, yes, we funded that. Yes, we funded the gain of you know what.
Yeah.
Rhymes with junction.
Yeah.
Okay? You're laughing, but we don't live in a free country anymore. We don't have free speech. We can't speak. We have to speak in code.
Oh, I love your code, Beck. It's great.
But that's how you know we're not free anymore, Americans. Mm-hmm. Tell me who you can't talk about. I'll tell you who runs you.
Yeah. So
he's like, let's just move.
Yeah, no.
Why is that statue there?
I want to stay right on that point, and it's you're tying it all together.
My theory.
with these things, but when you look at society and the dopamine rush that we have of just scrolling away,
TikTok brain,
and how they can use that against us, everything's a deception. The things that are true, like a Diddy, which I listen, I'm not saying every single thing in that lawsuit's true, but there's a lot of really good evidence there. That video we saw is horrible, so let's just assume most of it's true. Like, that's a horrible thing.
They got that video the day they raided his place. So they got it very recently, and they just released it very recently, but why on the same day?
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, that's a truth. It's a bad thing. It's a sacrificial lamb out there to say, ooh, look at this. And then there are other things that they say, well, that's a worse truth, so let's give them this one, and they'll all flip out about that, and maybe
forget about this.
Yeah, maybe.
100%. That's what happened that day. I'm not defending his actions. Neither are you.
But let's also focus on it.
But that was a great distraction.
Let's also focus on it, though.
Great distraction.
Because let's be honest, this is a guy who for 30 years, I think just over 30 years, was one of the most powerful people in music.
Pop culture. Yeah. Dominated it.
Placed there. Literally placed there as an idiot 23-year-old, gets in charge of the biggest, baddest record label in the rap game at the time.
Fashion,
at the height
mobile, everything.
Oh, yeah, all of it. And yet, this entire time, there's been this thing like, oh, yeah, when you go to a Diddy party, look the fuck out. Maybe don't go, or go with a fucking safety inspector if you do, because the guy, as we see in the lawsuit, has cameras everywhere. So, obviously, he's got to be some sort of, like, intelligence plot, no?
Hey, who was saying it for a long time? He worked with the other rappers were accusing him of working with the feds.
Yeah. Actually,
I was at a Puffy party, but it wasn't just for him. No, I was.
Wait, you can't just say that. When were you at a Puffy party?
They got to subscribe for premium to get this. Bro.
Wait a second. Well, hold on a minute. When were you at a Puffy party?
I was at 2001. Reinvented the remix. Busta Rhymes' birthday. It's also the night I helped Jacob the Jeweler become world famous, and he never even met me. Okay.
All right. But again, Puffy party. What?
Yeah.
What do you do? Walk
So
through the front door?
I'm a college at Pace University. There was this girl, Russian girl. Her name was Victoria. She was, a good-looking girl for her age. She knew I had a lot of juice to this club called Lot 61. Lot 61 was on 21st Street and the West Side Highway in Manhattan. So I'm sitting in front of school one day, and she runs up to me. She's like, Beck, I heard you have, juice to get me into this place. I'm like, yeah, but it's a Tuesday. Like, why do you want to go, She's like, every rapper in the world's going to be there. Busta Rhymes, Puff Daddy, and I work for this jeweler. His name's Jacob, and he hired me to give out his cards and try to get the rappers to come back to his store and buy things, okay? Make the story short, I get her in that night. You could not see the front door of this place. I lost a friend that night. He stopped talking to me for a while because I couldn't get him in also.
You got her into a
I
Diddy
got
party.
in with her, okay? And I was the only white boy in that party, except for the managers that worked for the club, for Amy Sacco. Anyone that knows New York nightlife knows Amy Sacco. She owned Bungalow 8 also. She was a legend. She still is.
Oh, my God.
Bro, I'm 18, 19 years old at the time. I'm walking into a Puff Daddy party. I'm seeing all the people I would see on MTV, and I'm like, I'm going to make it big in life. This is crazy. Like, I'm a young kid. I don't know.
How big is the place?
It fits about, at that time, it probably fit comfortably. That place fit 200-300 people, but it was packed 500, 600, 700 people inside.
I'm sorry, where was it again?
Lot 61.
Lot 61.
21st Street and the West Side Highway. Now it's just an open crater. They knocked this building down. They're going to build it. That's where I started in nightlife, actually. That's where I got my juice and started meeting people and hanging out with celebrities and stuff like that.
Did you see anything weird?
So now I'll tell you, so my interaction that night, first of all, I'm a fish out of water. I'm 19 years old. I'm wearing a suit, so they all think I'm some high-level executive. I'm no one. I'm a fucking college student. This is before Google, before, phones. Yeah. Okay, if you didn't know someone's face, you didn't know someone's face. The elite of hip-hop in New York City were there that night. Busta Rhymes' ponytail was from his head all the way to his ankle. That's when he used to have a very long ponytail. You can research it. I'm not making this stuff up. They released his album. We invented the remix for Puff Daddy. The song, Special Delivery. I like that. Special Delivery, the remix. So that album comes out. Everyone's there. I end up next to this guy. I don't realize who it is at the time. I put my credit card. I didn't have, bottles were cheap back then. It was $85 for a bottle of Moet. Today, a bottle of Moet is $700 in a nightclub in New York City.
Yeah.
A $30 bottle of champagne. Yeah. Okay? I opened the bottle. This is, when I used to drink. I haven't drank in a long time, so don't attack me in the comments, Muslims. I don't drink. I haven't drank in 12 years. And I'm sitting next to Black Rob, man. Black Rob is famous for a song called Whoa, ba-na-na-na-na. I had this bad bitch. That was what he was known for. That was his hit song. I'm next to him. I see Victoria go over to Puffy. She's attractive. They're hanging out all night. He's surrounded by girls dancing on the table like he does, doing his fucking dances, right? And this guy, Black Rob, is like, I hate that motherfucker, man. I'm like, who, man? He's like, back then he was called Puffy. He wasn't called, he was just becoming
Puffy.
Diddy because he had broke up with J-Lo, was making all those I Miss J-Lo songs like, I need a girl to ride, whatever. Make the story short. I'm like, why, man? I can't make no money because of that motherfucker. I'm like, why? He's like, I have the hottest song out right now. I'm like, who are you, man? He's like, you know that song Whoa? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's my song. Make the story short, I hung out there all night. Everyone was in that building, man. That was famous in
Were there any weird rooms?
No, because it was a nightclub. It was public. So this wouldn't have been like going to his house, right? This is not like I went to his house and got diddied, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks later, I'm in front of my school. This girl runs up to me, the one that I got in that night. Oh my God, Beck, thank you. Puffy just came to Jacob's store. He just bought his first piece. He's bringing all the cameras from MTV now. Next thing you know, you hear this guy Jacob's name all over the fucking every rap song. Jacob, if you're watching this shit, I want to watch. Victoria, she worked for you. I got her into the Puffy party. I know you've seen my stories before. I want to watch, and Albania never forgets. I want to watch. It's the least you could do. It's the least you could do.
Can we get this guy a fucking watch, please?
Can I get a fucking watch? And I don't want Fugazi diamonds. I want the real shit.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for checking out this clip. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button on this video. It is a huge, huge help. And if you'd like to check out this clip's full podcast episode, that link is in the description below or right here. And finally, you can follow me on Instagram and X by using the links in my description below.